Hey everyone, Tanya here. I found and shared such a beautiful post the other day. So there's a trend going around where it is like a post that ladies can share on their personal pages or on whatever page they want on Facebook primarily. And the message behind it hit me at such a core level. I had to share it with everyone. It talked about the relationship that we have with ourselves and how a lot of the point, I'm going to use myself for example here. Parts throughout my life, I've hated who I was. I haven't felt confident, haven't felt like I would fit in or be accepted, and it didn't matter what I did. It was this own internal thought that I had that others wouldn't accept me. So I had to ultimately become a version of myself that I didn't like, and it ultimately made me start really not loving the person that I was. And when we don't love the person that we are, we're not very nice to ourselves. And it spiraled into different habits, different behaviors, different things that I was doing that proved to myself over and over again that I wouldn't be accepted. And let all of my beliefs, my negative limiting beliefs, come out to play. And the end of this post, they end it with, I am a warrior. And that sentence alone, I think, is what really hit me at a gut level. Because throughout my time and throughout my journey, and honestly, the last, I would even say, couple of months, one of the biggest lessons that I've had to learn on repeat, one of the biggest blessings that I've been able to do is truly learning to accept myself for who I am. And that means flaws and all. The things that I used to believe were flaws, I now see are part of what makes me unique. They're part of what makes me me. And there is no one else like me out there. I am one of a kind, just like you are one of a kind. And each and every so called flaw that we have is nothing more than the lies that we're telling ourselves, the reasons that we're giving ourselves to hold ourselves back. And having this form of acceptance and truly looking at ourselves and accepting ourselves is massive in our personal growth journey, because no one is truly going to accept us until we accept ourselves. It's one of those, when you accept yourself, everything else kind of follows suit and everybody starts paying attention. Because when we truly accept ourselves, we begin to exude that self love, and that increases our confidence. It raises our energy vibration, and we start becoming this more well rounded person who sees things differently. And that is such a beautiful place to be going into, because that self acceptance allows us to take ourselves to the next step in our lives, whatever that may be for each and every single one of us. And with this acceptance comes a certain amount of forgiveness. Forgiving ourselves for thinking that these flaws were something that we needed to hide. Forgiving ourselves for past mistakes. I mean, at the end of the day, there is no such thing as mistakes. They're only opportunities to learn and grow and change things. So forgiving ourselves for any hiccups or bumps or choices that we might have made along the way that at the time didn't feel like they served us right. They all got us to where we are now. And having that element of forgiveness within ourselves allows us to see things differently. When we start forgiving our past, forgiving things that have happened, forgiving ourselves for the things we said, we did, we thought, we're able to start accepting ourselves. It comes down to that radical forgiveness and taking ownership for every aspect of our life, no matter the situation. We played a role. We made decisions. We got ourselves where it was. And when we can forgive and accept that, we're able to start changing the way we interact. It allows us to start responding to things as they come versus reacting. And it is when we can therefore empower ourselves even more in this life. And when we start accepting ourselves, that's when true healing begins. because that's when the self love kicks in. And when we love ourselves, we're able to start shifting different things in our lives and in our minds. Our realities start changing because we're seeing things in a different way. That positivity kicks in. And it's just such a beautiful thing. So today, I just wanted to jump on here really quick and ask you, plain and simple, do you accept yourself? Do you forgive yourself for maybe some of the past mistakes you've made? And just wanted to kind of put it out there. I have some pretty exciting news that I'm going to be sharing next week ish. I don't have a particular day in mind yet. I'm going to kind of go with whatever day feels right. However, it is in the realm of personal growth and accepting yourself where you are and forgiving yourself for the past. So make sure you stay tuned because I'll be sharing that very soon. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see everyone later.